I wasn't even gonna say nothing about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I've been to a couple Diddy parties.
Jesus, I say this all the time, didn't party with sinners, he ate with sinners.
To be honest, it was a mix of work, because this is oftentimes where you go to connect with people.
Everything anti-God. Literally, sin is your entertainment.
Around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here.
I remember when I was unsaved, I used to party with a youth pastor from my city, and I thought Christianity was a joke. How was the youth pastor here at the party with us? Why would I want what you have? Okay, I'm reacting to a clip you guys keep sending me of Lecrae talking about what happens at Hollywood parties. This is not for, I would say, 18 and under. So if you're a young person, goodbye. It's time to go clean your room. This is not for young people. I didn't watch this whole clip, but I'm guessing he's gonna talk about things that are probably not appropriate for kids, but I do want to react to this video. Guys, make sure you check out my live tab on my channel, because that's where my hundreds of hours of Bible teaching and preaching is. These are reaction videos to get people to the live videos, which are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at noon. Put it this way, I stream Bible preaching and teaching for 5 hours a week, and I do these videos for 20 minutes a week. So 95% of my content is Bible teaching and preaching. Go to the live tab to see that. If you've been missing out on that, you're missing what my whole channel is about. My whole channel is about spreading the gospel and equipping the saints to live a supernatural lifestyle. With that being said, let's jump into Lecrae talking about what happens at Hollywood parties. I'll give you my honest reaction.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
That's a way to start. Wasn't gonna say nothing about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'll link his full video in the description. And also let me remind you guys, this is a reaction video. So I'm gonna be pausing it and giving you my commentary. If you don't wanna hear me pausing, telling you what I'm thinking or feeling, then go watch his original video without me on it. Do not comment, why are you pausing it and talking? That's what a reaction video is, just so you know.
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this, because I know as soon as I say that, all the assumptions are gonna come in, and if I don't say evil things were taking place, then I'm covering for them. And if I do say evil things were taking place, then I'm one of them ones like, yeah, Lecrae, expose it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been to lots of parties. I've been to Jamie Foxx. I've been with Snoop.
What do y'all think about this? I'm curious. Should Christians be at parties, secular Hollywood parties? Here's the thing. In my opinion, Jesus, I say this all the time, didn't party with sinners, he ate with sinners. It's one thing to go out to eat with someone in the celebrity world and talk to them about God. In my opinion, it's another thing to go to their parties. What business does a Christian have being at a secular party, especially a Hollywood party? That's my opinion. I could be wrong, just my thoughts on it, but let's hear this.
T.I., like, I've been to lots of places. Here's what I'll say.
He's using his words carefully. He's like, I do not want to get canceled talking about this.
There are people who will test you. There are people who will see how far your limits are. And if you're willing to take a step, then they'll take two. I, in my personal experience, never saw anything where someone was like, you can't move any further unless you do X, Y, or Z. But what I did see was, if you do X, Y, or Z, well, keep coming, because and that's how we all are. It's all.
So he's saying basically he didn't see where it was like, you got to sign this demonic contract or go do this dark thing, some humiliation ritual to go to the next level. That definitely does happen. We've heard stories and stories and stories. I know people personally that are in Hollywood that have dealt with it, that have been offered things. But I think maybe to where he was at in his world, no one was offering him that, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I think it definitely does happen.
Right? He says, blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, who does not stand in the way of sinners, who does not sit in the seat of mockers. You start walking, they gonna walk with you, and now you find yourself standing. They like, oh.
Here's the thing I would say about that. If you're really walking that walk and going hard for God, sinners are not gonna want to be around you. They're not going to want to go after and hang out with you. And a lot of people get radically saved and they're like, my friends don't want to hang out with me anymore. Yeah, that's because you're going this way, they're going that way. So I can't imagine, being super radical for God in this industry and a bunch of people wanting to be your friend and connect with you. I just don't see that.
Oh, you stand? Well, if you stand, come sit. Now, next thing you know, you're sitting. And so it was never a situation where I felt forced to sit. It was a situations where I was asked, do you stand? Do you stand? And I'm like, I don't stand. Oh, okay, cool. And then I was left alone. It's like, oh, he's not about that life. He's not with it. I'm leaving him alone. And this is what I'll say, and I won't say whose party I was at or what party, but this is a crazy situation, right? I was at one of these parties, and
I'm not trying to be rude, but as a man of God, why put yourself in a position where you're at a party where drugs, sex, everything anti-God, literally sin is your entertainment? Think about that. Sin is the entertainment at a party. The thing that Christ died for on the cross as, he was beat, bruised, and whipped for, that's what entertains people at a party. And I used to party all the time before I was saved. I was a party guy. I was drinking almost every day, even during the week. What business does a Christian have there? Well, we're going to bring light there. Yeah, but you could say that about anything and anywhere. I get it, but are you bringing light there? Most people that say they're bringing light aren't bringing anything. They're not bringing anything but maybe a water because everyone else is drinking. They don't want to drink. So if we're really saying, and a Christian really at a party, we should be bringing light, we should be ministering, we should be sharing our faith with people, if that's why we say we're there. But just being there and hanging out against the wall and being a part of it as a Christian is not beneficial to anybody.
For me, I'll be honest, there's a mix of work, because this is oftentimes where you go to connect with people, where you go to meet people. And I have met people here, and I have built bonds, and they have said, I have met actors and celebrities who said, man, thank you for being here. I needed your presence here. You're the reason why I know God is walking with me. And we've had conversations since.
Yeah, but why? I'm not trying to be critical, but why do you want a celebrity telling you you're the reason why I know God is walking with me? I would be like, honestly, the way you're living, I don't think God is walking with you. If you're the celebrity in Hollywood, unsaved at a party, it's likely God is not walking with you. So why would my presence validate that for you? And I'm not trying to be petty, rude. I don't dislike Lecrae. I just think, like, why do I want a celebrity telling me they should, like, anyways, why would I want them telling me, yeah, you're the reason why I know God is walking with me? I would have told the celebrity, like, honestly, the way you're living, God probably isn't.
That's where they're like, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Because how you gonna be a light if you never in the dark? Now, if you cannot handle being in the dark, stay up out of certain places, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that for sure. Some people can't handle being in these environments.
Don't play tug of war by yourself. I never went to these events by myself. I was always with people who were walking in the light. And we always had a mission. It was never just to go in there and wild out and be stupid. But the other side of the coin is, yes, if I'm a human, so I'm frail. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was moments for me of like, oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm part of the crew. Like, look at me. Yes, I struggle.
He's definitely being vulnerable, talking about, the struggles
with acceptance and wanting to be associated with greatness. And I got caught up in some of that nonsense.
See, I have a problem with that. He wants to be associated with greatness. How are they great? How are wicked, sinful people that are partying in Hollywood producing albums about drugs and killing and abusing women? How are they great? I really, guys, have a problem with Christian artists, whether you're hip hop, whether you're country, I don't care what you're in, looking up to secular celebrities and secular, let me know in the comments right now if I'm wrong. But we look up to these musicians saying, look at this great album that like Michael Jackson had or whatever, whoever it is. Look at Lil Wayne, P. Diddy, this great album they had. Christian artists say that. How is their album great? How is their talent great? They're using it for darkness. There's nothing great in God's eyes about that. I struggle when Christians say, I'm not just pointing Lecrae out here, I struggle when Christians say the secular artist or actor has greatness and is great. Because I don't see that biblically. If somebody's sinful and a sinner and wicked, how is that considered great in the eyes of God? Because all that matters is what God thinks. And what is success to God? It's reaching people. It's being a good husband. It's being a good father. It's working with your hands. It's living a peaceful life. It's living holy. It's showing up to church. It's fasting. It's prayer. It's not being a celebrity or an artist in Hollywood. They have no value in the God's kingdom.
Nonsense internally, right? But you would have never known that. What I will say is that one particular party, lots of big names, there was an artist there who said, hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. And I was like, what?
Why even be at a party like that, though? If secular people are saying you probably shouldn't be here, at 1 a.m. you shouldn't be here, you probably shouldn't be at that party at all. If a secular person could recognize, an unsaved person could recognize, yeah, bro, you probably shouldn't even be here. What are you doing here? here's the thing. I'm not trying to rail on Lecrae here or be rude. This is the first time I'm seeing this clip. If I am a secular person seeing a Christian at the party with me, I'm thinking, why would I want what they have? They're here with me partying. Now, he's not partying. He's saying, I'm not there partying, but it looks like it to them. I remember when I was unsaved, I used to party with a youth pastor from my city, and I thought Christianity was a joke. How was the youth pastor here at the party with us? Why would I want what you have? I genuinely used to think that. I was an atheist, cussing at God. Why would I want what this dude has? He's out here partying with me. And you know what's crazy? When I got saved, he was the guy telling me to calm down. He was the guy telling me to settle down. So if a secular person says at 1 a.m. you shouldn't be here, you probably just shouldn't be there at 8 p.m. either. And I'm not trying to rail on Lecrae. Again, you're like, you must not like Lecrae. No, not at all. That's not it. I like Lecrae. I have nothing against him. I just don't understand this mentality.
Don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. And I was like, now my pride kicked in like, yo, you don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can handle myself. Like, I'm not some little church boy who ain't never seen nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? Well, it's probably 12:30. I'm downstairs. I go downstairs to the studio. I come up out the studio. And I'm headed back upstairs to like the main area where everyone's kind of congregating and hanging out. And the music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first. And then,
so he didn't listen to the guy that said you shouldn't be here. He stayed, which again, it's like, I don't understand it.
Like,
I don't understand it.
Jam and dancing music. And it was a little softer. You know, it was a little more sensual when I came out the studio and started going upstairs. And on my way upstairs, there's like this couch. I won't say how the couch is designed because then that may give away whose party and whose house this was. There was a couch, and on the couch, I saw a couple of guys really going at it, hard and heavy.
Disgusting.
And
this is what's happening at these parties. These are what the people are doing that you guys are like, oh, these great celebrities, let's buy their album. These are the people that are voting in demonic leaders, demonic presidents, and the ones that are standing for this alphabet community agenda, and this is what they do at parties. It's despicable. It is.
Man, and I was like, oh, my brain, I'm thinking, well, this celebrity party, people do what they do. As I started moving upstairs, I passed them up, and I noticed that it wasn't just those two guys. It was more and more people just going at it. I was like, okay, it's time for me to roll. I'm going to grab my stuff, and I'm going to get up out of here. I did not know that's how this went down. So was that shocking? Absolutely. Was I forced or coerced into anything? I was not. But
why put yourself in that environment?
Why they felt that comfortable? I don't know. Maybe the invite list, they was like, yeah, all these people, I don't know.
See, again, why they felt that comfortable is because you're not taking a stand. They feel comfortable. Like, ask yourself this, not Lecrae, but you guys watching, why are people so comfortable sitting around you? Is there that conviction in your life, that holiness in your life where people should feel convicted around you? Like, oh, I don't want to cuss around Isaiah. I don't want to cuss around so-and-so. I felt convicted. He's not carrying that around, especially at these parties where people don't feel bad about doing these things. So that, to me, that's just like, yeah, I don't understand it.
I'm shocked that it went down. But I've been to another situation, another person's party, celebrity party. And
again, how do you find yourself in this situation again? Why are you at these parties?
A celebrity tapped me on my shoulder, and I was hanging out with them, and they was like, yo, nephew, you might want to go into the other party because this cabana, we about to close it up. And they closed up the cabana, and there was about 3 or 4 big name artists in there, and a whole bunch of ladies start walking in that cabana, and a security guard stood in front of the door. Hey, they didn't coerce me. They didn't ask me to come in. And everybody said, you probably should not be in this cabana. You probably just want to go
up.
Again,
the second time secular people are saying you shouldn't be here. And some of you guys are at parties and your friends are like, why are you here? You probably shouldn't be
back out there with the cocktails and the hanging out and the hobnobbing. And shout out to my guy, Brandon T. Jackson, man. Brandon T. Jackson, I don't know what he's up to these days, but at this particular party, Brandon T came up to me and he said, yo, man, like Satan will steal your soul in this industry, bro. And he was really like, I loved the fact that he felt like, he's like, I love your soul and your spirit, and I want you to thrive, Cray. I don't want you to get devoured out here. And I just appreciated that because for him, he was like, he has seen some detriments and some of the dark side of things, and he was like, yo, I want you to be taken care of. So I say all that to say, like, I never felt like it was some secret occult or secret like thing. I felt like there were areas.
And there definitely is, that is going on. The secret occult stuff, he probably wasn't exposed to it, but 1000% it's going on. I have a friend recently that came out of that whole world and got all these offers and was high up in Hollywood and one of the top people on YouTube. And yeah, that for sure, demonic stuff is going on. I've heard from multiple people that I know that came out of that world that were big celebrities, 10 million plus subscribers on YouTube, and they attest that demonic stuff is definitely going on.
At certain places that were like, hey, this could be the cocaine room. I don't know. This could be the boom boom room. I don't know. But I never ventured into those places. That wasn't my thing. And when I felt like something was moving to a level past where my witness or my like conscience would be messed with, I'm out of there.
Yeah, I think your witnesses though messed with when you're at these
not
parties.
for me.
That goes for everybody, not just Lecrae.
But somebody got to be in these places and spaces, right? Like somebody got to be there, to be, in these environments. Now, I'm not saying somebody got to be at the.
Yeah, but why though? Why do they need to be there? To do what? What are you there for? Are you there to get connections, to network, to be cool, to post it on Instagram, to get a new deal, to help people? Get record deal, or are you there to spread the gospel? 116, which is his company. I'm unashamed. It's the power of God unto salvation. Am I there to bring light? Is there testimonies of me sharing my faith? Is it fruitful? Are people getting saved, healed, delivered at these parties because I'm praying for them? I'm evangelizing? Probably not, or they wouldn't have kept inviting him. He's getting invited because people have no problem with his lifestyle. People should have a problem with our lifestyle. They should be like, I don't want to party around you. You're trying to pray for people and witness to people. So, and again, I'm not trying to be this stickler and, being negative about Lecrae. And guys, in the comments, let me know if I'm crazy or not. I just think there's no business a Christian has at these parties. If you're not sharing your faith or evangelizing or witnessing to people there, you have no business being there. And maybe he was doing that on a small scale, but it's likely that he wasn't doing it to a big scale because they continue to invite him
strip
back.
Club, or don't misconstrue my words. What I'm saying is someone has to be in environments where people congregate and you can get to know them and you can build relationships. You know what I'm saying? These were not like.
You can do that at a restaurant. You can connect with these people and then get their number and invite them to a restaurant, invite them to sushi, invite them to coffee, and then share their faith with them and talk to them outside of a setting where there's men having sex on a couch at the party, or a cabana full of women having sex with men right there at the party where you're at. That's not the right environment.
It's not just wild and people hanging from the ceilings everywhere.
Jesus was not at parties where that was happening. I'm telling you right now.
Really just people hanging around by the pool, talking, having conversations. Some people dancing, some people walking. Oh, what's up, Jimmy Iovine? What's up, Madonna? Chris Brown? How y'all doing? You talking. You have a whole conversation. You can share your whole testimony standing next to somebody by Jamie Foxx's pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can, but do you? That's the thing. And I'm not just talking about Lecrae, anybody. Are you sharing your testimony at these things? That's what we want to know.
Again, it wasn't one of those situations where it was crazy. And I've been to tons of these industry events, like tons of them. So it's, what do you want to get yourself into? What do you, if you want to.
I want to know your guys' thoughts. Maybe I'm being overly harsh. My opinion is like, man, if you're supposed to be the light, how are you being the light if people in the secular world are telling you shouldn't be here? I don't believe Christians belong at parties, especially like this. Again, if you're going there to evangelize, witness, it'll probably be the last one you ever go to or get invited to. But this idea that we're looking up to celebrities, we're excited about what they're doing, that they're great, we want to be around greatness, I don't buy it. I don't believe in it. I think we need to be the light. We need to be separate. Come out from among them. That's literally what the Bible says. Come out from among them. What fellowship? Paul's asking, what fellowship does light have with darkness? You tell me. Paul says, you tell me. How does an unbeliever and a believer walk together? They don't, because the beliefs of an unbeliever are antithetical to the beliefs of a believer. We don't walk with them. We don't talk with them. And we can reach them and preach to them and evangelize to them, but nobody comes to the Father unless the Spirit draws them. So, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not trying to be harsh, not trying to be rude. Again, I want you to comment right now. Let me know what you think. Yes, I agree with you, Isaiah. No, you're off. Because I want to hear differing opinions if I'm off. I just don't think any Christian has a spot here. Are we surprised by what happens at these parties? Of course not. If he told me that they were, drinking blood and I wouldn't be surprised. They were doing all these crazy rituals, I wouldn't be surprised. The sexual stuff, not surprised. It's wicked, it's shameful, And as Christians, we shouldn't be exposed to that. I don't want to see that. Dude, I don't want to see no gay stuff at a party. What? I don't understand. Why would I want to be in that environment? And then it's like, and then I was at another party. Why are you going to parties again? Why are you going to these parties where there's a bunch of people are just gaying around on couches? Like, I don't understand. Why are we going to these parties? So I think we need to separate ourselves as Christians, come out from among them. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, in my live tab, I have hundreds of hours of Bible teaching, Bible preaching. This video tab where I'm doing these reactions, this is like 5% of my whole channel. So if you're not watching my live content, you're missing the actual point of my channel. Also, we have weekly partner prayer meetings at Thursday at 1:30. If you hit join on YouTube and monthly partner with us, or go to our website and join our monthly partnership. We're supported by you guys. This is how we continue. So let me know what you guys think if you like the video. And yeah, sorry for if I was super harsh. I'm just telling you how it is. See you guys in the next video.